What's good, YouTube? This is Unrestricted versus Lethal Team. This is the season finale of the Morgan League. And I appreciate all the teams that's played so far or participated in any capacity. And I look forward to growing this thing. I think a lot of people have a lot of fun. Some teams, this is their very first time participating in some type of season activity. But the only thing we can do from here is grow. So hopefully for season two, we get more teams, more league participation. And once I get this league the way I want, I promise everybody will see the vision that I had when I started this all along. So shout out to all the teams that participated. Unrestricted is actually the number 4 team, and we're the number 2 team. And the reason why these last couple of games were so important, as we played them in the back-to-back, is the fact that they just beat Trey Bombs 2-0, which was just huge. So now it was going to come down to if New Religion could beat Trey Bombs. If they did, then we would have ended up with the number 1 seed. If they don't, then we're sticking with number 2. And the way the playoffs will work, Unrestricted as the 4 seed, they actually would have to meet up against Trey Bombs in the conference finals. So that's going to be interesting take all the way. So stay tuned for that. Like if you're in the league, make sure you watch everybody's stream. If you just in the Discord, same thing. Make sure you watch the stream, support, see what we're doing. And if you're just a fan of me on YouTube, you can catch all my team's games on Jamaica on Twitch. So that's the lowdown. Now jumping into this game, I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown of the teams, the players, and all that, and I'm gonna break down the strategy. But this was fun. This was a very fun game. Like I said, the first game we beat them. You see, there was 19-1 coming in. That one loss came from us, which was a big momentum thing. And the way they came out in that first game was kind of crazy, yo. Like, Defensive Player of the Year, who was their center, he titled his stream Unrestricted versus Team Losers. I don't know whether he was just trying to be funny, but that's disrespectful on so many levels. Like, I pride myself when I created this thing on just trying to maintain being professional. I know how it is. I mean, I'm cool with the jokes and all that, but if you want to joke and say something in the stream, I'm all for it. If you want to joke and say something in the Discord, I'm all for it. But like, to call us team losers in your stream, like, one, what if a team like that has never seen us before saw that and was like, okay, I like the way team losers play, let me try to find more of their games. But you got our team name wrong. Like, it's just like, why do that? 2, this team said they was gonna whoop our ass, bro. Like, I get it. I disrespected them. So when they was going up against Trey Bombs, I had Trey Bombs winning 2-0. The reason being is because the very first game they played against Trey Bombs, they got blown the fuck out. To my surprise, the first game they blew Trey Bombs the fuck out. Like, it was bad. And then proceeded to play a second game where they was down 20, came back and won the game. So in the Discord, I had to give them their respect. I was like, all right, my bad, shit, I got y'all beating us 2-0. Like, of course I'm joking. I believe we was gonna win, but that's what I mean. I put something like that in the Discord. But they said they was gonna whoop our ass. They was trying to lock in before the game started, and they knew how we was gonna play. Their game plan was simple: put J-Dub on me. J-Dub is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, just as well as their shooting guard and their best player, Ace. He's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. But they was gonna put J-Dub on me and pretty much see if I can win one-on-one. And their strategy was working. I'm not gonna lie and sit there and lie to y'all and act like I ain't never been stopped before, nothing like that. J-Dub was giving me some problems the very first game. And the thing I don't understand about how teams view my team is they act like if I'm not scoring, then we're just gonna crumble and you can just beat us. When in fact, my team's system and strategy has never been designed for me to score the ball. It's never been. I am a much more gifted passer than anything else. Alright? My points responsible for us was crazy, not the amount of points I score. So, Here's the breakdown. We run 5 out. We play man-to-man on defense. That's our offense and defensive set. They run a unique style of offense. It's not really 4-1. It's not really 5 out. You know, they kind of feature a post player. They can go 5 out from time to time, but the way they play is they play through their superstar ace, and they play through their other playmaker, the return of Young. All right, defensively, they adjust to whatever the team's main offensive thing is. So against us, since we play 5 out, they would either run man-to-man or they would run 3-2 zone. If they played against a team with small guards, then they would play 2-3. All right, they just adjust based on what teams are doing. And that's why they have had the success this season that they have, because they're able to adjust on the fly pretty well. But the thing is, I don't know if they ever win against a mind as cerebral as mine, like somebody who can outthink them, even on their worst day. Most people don't know this about me. I was the top-ranked chess player in my high school when I graduated in 2011. Yeah, that was a while ago. You can get your jokes in, but it's the truth. I was the #1 ranked chess player. I'm always used to thinking about 7 moves ahead. About 7. And because of that, I've just taken that and applied that to the things I like in life. Basketball, 2K, whatever. I'm the type of guy that utilize these thoughts to my advantage to take advantage of whatever a team tries to throw at me. So once I realized I couldn't beat J-Dub, I had 1 or 2 options. I could either keep trying to beat him, where I could see that my team is losing, or I can make an adjustment. The adjustment I decided to make was, hey, the return of Young, you great offensively, but do you have any defense? Nah, he ain't got as much defense in his build. Now, he is a 7-footer, so you can't just, go score on the man, especially down in the post. But he ain't got much defense in that build, though. So I was just like, yo, whoever got the return of Young on them, come set me a screen. And once we got the screen going, they had to choose. Now, the return of Young has 1 or 2 options. He can either take the switch and then try to play me one-on-one, which is what Unrestricted did not want to do. Or he can go underneath the screen and leave my boy wide open for a 3. Sitting there trying not to switch, because J-Dub is stubborn. J-Dub is like, nah, you're not getting no switch or nothing. But I'm patient. So I'll get the switch that I want. And then if I don't get it the way I want to, I just have them reset the screen again until I get exactly what I want. And if you don't want to give up that switch so bad, then take this damn 3-ball. That's how we pulled away the second game. And it's easy to pick on teams because the style of offense we run is so simple. It's almost boring. It's like the Spurs, man. It's like, damn, they're not doing nothing spectacular, but we still can't stop them. How is they doing? It's because we outthinking y'all. Y'all work too hard to try to do everything y'all want to do. Like the return of Young in A season, they got all the moves. The shimmy fade, the post jab, all that shit. But like, I ain't gotta do all that. I'ma just dribble the ball in one hand, wait, go. Dribble the ball in one hand, wait. Hey, cut back door, pass. The most simplest shit, and you can't stop it. Alright, every video I come out and tell every team our strategy, how we was gonna beat them, why we lost to them, whatever. It doesn't matter. I can tell my strategy 10 times over and you're never gonna be able to stop it. It is because it's not about the game plan that you gotta stop, it's all about execution. You have to be able to stop us from executing the game plan, which is hard to do. That to me shows off greatness. All I ever wanted from teams or anybody that's a peer of mine in this 2K space was just the respect for being great. Not good, great. I had truly mastered the game of 2K. I mean, I named myself Lethal Mindset because of that. Also because in real life in basketball, I'm a monster. So, like, that's where the name Lethal came from. And then Mindset, like I said, I was a chess player. I like to think. I like to go where ideas and stuff. So mindset just became a thing. Like, where I'm at in life, I'm just trying to grow, become more wealthy and things of that nature. So, and that's all a matter of mindset. That's how my mindset is. So I just put lethal and mindset together, and that became me. So when it comes to 2K, we can outthink y'all every night, every possession. Like, to be honest with y'all, there's not really a possession where you can't tell what the hell we was gonna do. You already knew what we was gonna do before we did it, most of the time. You can call it out to your team every time, and you still gonna be sitting there scratching your head like, I know what he's doing, why can't I stop this? I'm either gonna pick on a weaker defender or pick on a smaller player. It's not that hard to figure out. And if y'all want to be big defenders, well, damn, you too damn slow. I'm gonna just go right around you. Simple. Everything I do is that simple. I want to give all the credit in the world to my lockdown Loco, man. Loco did his thing. As you see, Ace Season is the type of shooting guard that Lockdown's dreaming about. Like, he's good, I get to lock him down, prove how good I am defensively. These motherfuckers was so much on L's that they only had 7. I'm not lying. Look at the scoreboard. It is 30-7 right now. Watch how I hitting the half though. Watch in and out crossover. They trying to reach at me. Give them a jab, crossover. Go right around him, lay it in, bucket to end the half. They literally had 7 points at halftime. How? 7? You had 5 niggas. How the fuck do you only score 7 points? I get it. Sometimes teams play good defense and all that other stuff, but 7? You know you lost the game. The only way you think you still got a chance of winning that game if it was like 7-17 and a half or something like that. They ain't had no chance of winning this damn game. It got so bad. Like, they had me dying, bro, because it got so bad for Ace that, hey, they had to ask that man, bro. They was like, hey, is that lockdown just guarding you that damn good, bro? Of course you know Ace is all much. No, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You ain't scoring the way we used to you scoring, though. That's a fact. He was not. Hey, Loco was on his ass the entire game, man, for 2 games straight. And my team was kind of asking me throughout the game, why did I have certain matchups? I can explain that to y'all in the second half. So, the reason why I put D-Mac on Defensive Player of the Year. D-Mac is significantly smaller. My best big body guy is Jamaica. D-Mac is 6'9", probably around 212 to 218 pounds, somewhere in between there. So he's skinny. Their center was not a threat to post up and score. So because I didn't have to worry about him posting up and scoring, and because D-Mac is a little wild defensively, I just put him there. I took Montage and put him on the player I needed to be the most disciplined, which was T-Blow. T-Blow name actually don't say T-Blow. It's like YIMP or something like that, but that's T-Blow. That's what everybody know him as. He's their best shooter and an outstanding shooter at that. I'm terrible at guarding shooters that are very disciplined and that can just like stay out there and limitless and just knock them down. I'm terrible at guarding that because my natural thing is to help and defend. Right? So I had to put somebody that was going to be a little bit more stationary defensively, which is Montage. Montage is calm enough to sit there and guard another shooter. And I think he can do that pretty well because he's very good at shooting the ball himself. So he understands the power that somebody that can shoot at that caliber. Alright, it's very clear why I had Loco on Ace, because Loco is the team's primary defender. He guards all the toughest matchups, all the little all the little point guards and things like that. He had to be on Ace. Of course I could guard him, but nah, I put myself on Young. Young was just post spinning and scoring on everybody else. At least if I guard him, he can cut all that post shit out of there. He gonna have to beat me off the dribble and beat me with some tough fadeaway jumpers and some shit like that. But he wasn't gonna be able to post me up. And I think he recognizes that every time we play him now. Like, he can hang that shit the fuck up. You're not doing that to me. And then Jamaica, he just took whoever was left, which was pretty much J-Dub. Which Jamaica I use to guard anybody I need him to guard for that game. Right? He's the team's best rebounder, but he's become very disciplined in just following the game plan. And I think that was the hardest part for some of my guys, like Loco, Jamaica, and even D-Mac. D-Mac still has to learn just following the game plan is more important than doing these other things to get your stats. If Jamaica wanted to, he can bail out and go for every single rebound and probably get it. But for the team, you might have to sacrifice that. Or even Loco, who's a very good defender and wants to like always stick it out on the other team's toughest player, he has to relinquish that and just switch when he needs to switch. But that's why I had everybody guarding who I had them guarding. We had them beat way before bowl games even start just by matchups alone. They don't have a single player who can guard me one-on-one. Yes, J-Dub is good, and I do give him his credit. But the only reason why he can stick me as well as he does is just because of the help that comes in from the sides. If that help wasn't there, all I would have to do when he stays on my same side is simply cross over. Cross over, get him running backwards, I can stop him for the midi. And once he reacts to that, then I'm back to getting to the rim. So, like, I know how to beat all these situations. I mastered 2K. So, at the end of the day, that's what it was, man. This was a fun matchup. I just wish, Unrestricted would just finally give me my credit, man. Like, they went up against Ox Eric Tran, who is a monster, and they went up against Lethal Mindset. I just want them to admit it. I'm tougher to beat, tougher to figure out. Now, they've been knowing Ox for years. They know how great Ox is. But when it comes to me, give my team credit. And it's not just me. I get it. The team name is Team Lethal. My name is Lethal Mindset. And I talk a lot of shit. I do. But give me and give my team the credit they deserve. Because even though I am talking shit, we back it up every time we come out and play. When I said we was the best team on PS5, I wasn't bullshitting you. And I'm not saying we win every single game we play. A lot of the losses that you see us have now, those aren't even real losses. We lost like trying to play a game and then somebody get kicked and we got to take an L for that shit. Alright, and then the times the teams beat us, hell, they beat us. I'm still figuring out certain personnel and things like that, but yeah, we still are the best team on PS5. I haven't seen a team that was better. And if they are, I honestly have not seen a team that we couldn't beat. Just because they beat us by a point or something don't make them better. I have not seen a team that we couldn't beat. So all in all, man, this is the season finale. The playoffs right around the corner. I believe we'll get a bye. Trey Bonds will get a bye. Unrestricted will have to actually play against the Dojo. I don't know how that matchup is going to go. I actually favor Unrestricted just because they have better scores. But the Dojo do have two talented scorers, and they do have like somebody that should be considered for most dominant big of the year. So we'll see how that matchup goes. For us, it looks like on the playoff bracket, it's New Religion versus Play Some Defense, and New Religion has beat us this season. So if New Religion wins that series, that's going to be a very challenging matchup in the playoffs because they run two small guards. That's kind of different to our style. We have to lock down and figure out how we want to play that 2-3. Other than that, the association was very excited to put out the Morgan League this season. We'll try to grow this in season 2, as well as, in the upcoming months, try to add these other games like Madden. I know the boxing game Undisputed is coming out. I want to add that, add Fortnite, Call of Duty, whatever games people play. We want to bring them to a community that allows them to stream and gain, positivity in the streaming space, as well as just learning how to be more professional. That's what it's all about. I mean, I want people to get paid, and I want them to promote their content as much as possible. That's the whole goal of the association. It's not It's not something for me to sit there and try to make money off of. I legitimately want everybody to gain the experience that I had when I played in another league. And I kind of took that idea. They always say, like, if you have other ideas and stuff and you want to run it a certain way, make your own. Well, hell, I went and made my own, and I'm just trying to make sure the foundation is laid right. And then once the foundation is set the way I want it, everybody will see my vision with this 2K side, and then hopefully once they see that, we can establish the same culture in the other games like Madden, FIFA, Undisputed, Call of Duty, Fortnite, all those other different games that people play. And that's what I'm after. My prediction when it comes to the Morgan League for the finals matchup, of course, I'm going to be honest with y'all, of course I think we're going to be there. And realistically, I believe Trey Bonds will be there, but if I was just looking at certain numbers and certain matchups, depending on like who's playing and who's not, I can realistically see New Religion versus Unrestricted. I'm going to tell you why. The way this league was set up, it was kind of, I ain't saying it was set up for us and Trey Bonds to meet in the finals, because that's not true. I don't really care who wins. But based off how it's played out, it's set up for us two to meet in the finals. The way the league was designed was that the playoffs has to hurt. Most series that you play in other leagues is a best of 3. Here, it's a best of 5. In the finals, it's a best of 7. That is a grueling loss to take to anybody. I mean, I played a best of 5 in series before. It's very stressful. It got so stressful we just cut it to best of 3. But the reason why I have it like that is because, like I said, it has to hurt to lose. It has to. It has to be something that fuels you so much that you look forward to next season like, nah, I can't go out like that again. We have to be better than what the hell we played. We were in the playoffs, which means we had a chance to win, and we did not come through, and we got beat like this. And creating those type of rivalries make everything better. If you're in a league and you got a rival in there and you get to match up against them in the playoffs, it's like the best feeling ever. Because you know at the end of that series, there's no question of which one of the two teams is better. And for individual players, there's no question of which individual player was the best. The team that came out victorious, that's the team that earns all the bragging rights. So I want to take this time to just give credit to my team and give credit to anybody that's watching all my videos. I truly, truly thank everybody for all the support, everybody that's commented. I love all the fire emojis I get from one particular subscriber. He always keeps me going and wanting to make the next video, so special shout out to him. And just everybody that came through, whether you came through from another league, whether you came through from the association or whatever, I just truly appreciate all the support. And I'm trying to get to a point where I can be a lot more consistent. I'm currently in life, I'm just trying to get to that point. Because the more consistent I can get, the better content I can promote, the better it'd be for everybody. So I truly appreciate my team, Lethal Team, for rocking with me, and all my subscribers that keep following and watching every single video. From the bottom of my heart, love you guys. I appreciate you. I will keep grinding to get better. It's been Lethal. I hope y'all enjoyed this season finale, man. I'll catch y'all in the playoffs. I'm out.